From the News Channel 8 studios, let's talk live with your hosts, Natasha Barrett and Doug McElway.
Well, we just told you about Luke's Wings, which brings wounded members of the armed services together with their families. Well, now it's time to meet somebody who has really benefited from Luke's Wings. Sergeant John Moore is here to talk about his experience. John, thank you so much. Sergeant, I should say. Thank you so much for coming in here. It's a pleasure to meet you and to have you here. It's an honor to meet you. Tell me about your first experience with Luke's Wings and how you were able to get together with your family.
Yeah, it was good. My family's pretty big, and we wasn't able to fly everybody up, so what they ended up doing was we gave a call to Fletcher here, and he said, yeah, we'll fly them up. So we got my dad and stepmom and my brother and sister and their families up here.
Everybody came?
Yeah, it was great.
Was that the first time you saw them after you had been wounded?
Yes, sir.
What went through your mind on that occasion, and what went through their minds?
Well, it was good. Everybody's crying and being all happy. You know, it was emotional, and it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I see your wife off there in the corner. I know she doesn't want to come on here, and I'm kind of glad she doesn't want to come here, because I don't think I could keep the tears from flowing if she did come out here. But in any event, tell me about your injuries and how you were wounded.
Oh yeah, I was in a Striker, which I don't know if you guys know about them. They're pretty
heavy-duty trucks.
They're probably the best ones I think we got out there, and
you probably owe your life to a Striker in some ways.
Absolutely, we ran over his anti-tank mine with a 40-pound bag of homemade explosive, and what it does, the mine, sucks that blast up, and that second blast is what, and it was a hole penetration. It blew up right underneath me, and so I was pretty fortunate that it didn't do any worse, didn't take my leg for the start, but ended up made it to, it was on January 6th.
Of this year?
Yes, sir. I broke both tibia and fibulas, shattered both my ankles, I broke 3 frontal bones in my right foot, and my ankle popped out of my boot, and my left heel was shattered in about 60 pieces. And so everything was good. The doctors got me back together in a month. I mean, it was awesome, and just the hardware in my foot got infected, and we ended up having. So it was all right though. It feels a lot better. I was walking around with it, and it was almost like having a dead limb. It just wasn't really working for me. And this prosthetic I got now, it's a lot better.
How long have you had this prosthetic limb?
About a week, a little bit over a week.
So it's brand new.
So, yes, sir.
You're getting used to walking on it a little bit?
Yes, sir. I played golf on it the other day, Monday.
Yeah? How did that feel?
Oh, it was great. I could only make it through 9 holes. I was smoked after 9 holes, but it was good. To
get out on a golf course must be a wonderful thing after being trapped in a hospital like that for so long.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What would give us a perspective? I just want people to understand how important this service, Luke's Wings, is. Give us a sense of what it's like to be in a hospital far from your home. Where are you from, by the way?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
To be in a hospital far from home, far away from your family, where you're really hurting and you're missing the folks at home. What's it like?
It's just, you're kind of sitting there and kind of just twiddle your thumbs because you don't have anything to do, and you can watch TV or get on the internet, but it's, you get pretty bored. But when your family's with you, it's just like Fletcher said earlier, it boosts your spirits. You get to see them and laugh with them and joke with them, and it's really good. I can't describe it really.
Do you have some fellow soldiers at Walter Reed that you know of who have also benefited from Luke's Wings?
There's a few, sir. Yeah, and like I said, they make it easy on us. You call them and say, "Hey, man, can you fly this person up here or whatever?" And they'll do it. It's just smooth sailing. You just got to ask, and they'll take care of you. They're really good about it.
What did your wife do when she first saw you at that hospispittal?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I was so medicated, I couldn't tell you. But I remember some things. I remember getting to meet a few people. So I don't really remember much about it.
Now, are you still at Walter Reed?
Yes, sir. I'll be there probably 6 months to a year still. I got you got rehab on the leg. Takes a while for or I call it a nub, you know, for it to shrink down to the right size where you can get a permanent socket. So.
And what's your state of mind these days? Are you doing well emotionally and psychologically?
Yeah, I'm a happy person. You know, it's if I'm down, there's something wrong with me, because I don't find much to complain about. You know, it's not worth. You know, it's like life's too short. It ain't worth complaining about stuff. You know, so just enjoy it.
And are you able to impart that attitude among some of your fellow patients who don't see life as brightly as you do?
Yes, sir. There's been a couple occasions where when I became an outpatient, I would go back and visit these guys, and just to get a visit from anybody, it's just it's a good, you know, boost your spirits. So I'd make sure I'd go back, and there were several families that when I went home the first time, they thanked me for it, and I got, you know, that's cool with me. I don't have.
I bet they did thank you.
I did it just for you know, just to be good, you know.
Sergeant John Moore, boy, we just can't thank you enough for your service to your country and for the sacrifices you've made. It's an incredible thing, and we really, really appreciate it. The organization we've been talking about today is Luke's Wings. It helped to reunite John with his family after he came back wounded from Iraq, and it's done so much for so many other families in that similar situation. Thank you, John.
Oh, absolutely.
Great to see you.
Glad that you
Best
guys
of luck
had
to you.
me on the show.
All right.